Alright, we got the first sneak peek of SP Ushijima Skills on the Haikyuu Fly High JP Twitter. It's not in detail, so we don't have the numbers, we don't have the bonds, we don't have the memory, but we have like the full overview of his skills, and I translate all of them over here. So let's talk about it. When Ushijima has a debuff, this is the first skill, power attack and serve will go up. So debuffing is actually something that is more shown in the game at the moment, because like most of the SP characters have like a debuff skill. For example, SP Oikawa and also SP Uizumi, they all have debuff skills. So this could be useful, but then again it's conditional, so whenever you have a debuff, the power attack and serve will go up. Also, I double checked the tags and I'm pretty sure this is power attack, this is serve, so if you check it over here, this too, you can go check in the game yourself. But yeah, just to make sure we have like the best translation, I double checked everything. And then when Ushijima is on the court and an ally member does a crit, Ushijima's awareness goes up. So you want a team that can do a crit so that his awareness will go up. This is like the first thing. Now the second one is going to be a jump serve with increased power. So we don't know like what's the number over here. SP Oikawa had 160 and also would, you know, buff up more. So we're not sure about the number over here. And he's also going to debuff the enemy's receive. So like if you're playing against Ushijima, you can active the first one as well if he's, you know, doing the receive. So that's the second skill, a jump serve. And then the third skill that you have to unlock, Yoshijima's awareness doubles. So this is insane. I mean, it should be like when you start the match, like whatever awareness you have built on him with the potentials and everything, it's going to get doubled. But just imagine if it activates in the middle of the match, you get the awareness up and then this doubles, it would be crazy. But I don't think that's the case, obviously. And then when Yoshijima's awareness is above a certain value, so we don't know the number, the cooldown cap of power of a cannon, this is the ultimate, decreases. That's why, to put it simple, it's going to reduce the cooldown of his ultimate. And then when Yoshijima's awareness is above a certain value, again, I'm pretty sure it's going to be higher than the previous one. The first power, the first ultimate in each rally increases in power. So his ultimate is going to get more powered up. And then when Yoshijima's awareness is at a fixed value, I think it's like the cap, the highest that they have. So again, we don't know the number. Due to exceeding awareness, strength goes up. So let's say you got like this, the fixed value is like 100% or whatever. Okay, so if you get like 110% awareness, 10% will go to his strength. And so that's useful. Now here Ushijima performs a power attack, so it's an ultimate power attack with increased strength, so we don't know the number again over here. SP Kunimi, I think it was like around 300%, the other SP OP character. And the opponent member who performs the first receive after display, if that member isn't the same opponent member who received first after the previous Ushijima's power attack, the receive power goes down. So basically you can debuff the enemy once, the receive one. So if you debuff one of the enemy's receiver and then you spike again to the same receiver, nothing's gonna happen. But if you spike again to another receiver, then you're gonna debuff the other receiver as well. So this is like the whole kit in general, like without the details. As you can see, there's lots of awareness words all around this place over here. So he's basically working around the awareness. So the crit rate, crit damage, all those kind of stuff. And he's a power attacker, obviously, power spike, jump serve. And I think that's it. Like, yeah, he's not going to buff up any of your other characters, like nothing for others. He's mainly a solo unit for himself, but a crazy one. So yeah, those are the skills. Now to jump into SP Oikawa, if you already have SP Oikawa, because he just dropped like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, so he's going to be a really good setter for Ushijima, because if you position Ushijima as a diagonal member with Oikawa, then he's going to get awareness and main stats buffed up. Also, Oikawa gives lots of awareness with the attack tempo and, you know, other stuff that we talked about before. So basically, SP Oikawa, SP Ushijima works super well with each other. Even UR Oikawa works super well with SP Ushijima. Now, at the moment, we have in JP, we have like the rebanners, the SP rebanners at the moment. So we had SP Hinata, we had SP Kenma, now we have where's Nishinoya? What the hell? Alright, I don't know why I didn't put him over here, but doesn't matter, you're not missing much, because now here we have SP Nishinoya rebanner, and I'm gonna tell you why we're not missing much. So this is SP Nishinoya. Let me just talk about his skills real quick. So he increases reflex of himself, again reflex. Over here he does a toss. I mean, this is kind of useless in my opinion, because the only way that you set with your libero is when your setter receives. And if you have two setters in the positionless JP, then you're not gonna toss with him. So it's not that much, you know, effective. And then again, awareness and reflex 100%. Okay, this is great. Yeah, this is really good for himself. Spirit for himself. And then what else do we have? Receive and also increase receive. So nothing on the team, mainly receive, reflex, you know, those kind of stuff for himself, but he does awareness as well, so he can do crits, so that's good for Ushijima. But then we have also UR Komori. We don't have like a rebanner for him in JP, but if you have him or if you're planning to get him, and also in global he'll be available like in a few months, he's one of the best liberos. I mean, SP Nishinoya is the only SP libero at the moment, that's why he's going to be really good. But then the only UR libero in the game is also Komori, and I think he's kind of like on par with SP Nishinoya. So like they're both super powerful, and I kind of like UR Komori more than SP Nishinoya. So he's going to buff up the defensive technique of allied back row player, so that's going to be receive and save. And also he's going to get his reflex increased. Over here again he has a toss, which I don't like, but then he's going to increase team morale by 10, so he's going to buff up your whole team, because you're going to get the team morale awakened sooner, which is 20% buff up for your whole team. Also he's going to increase the first spike, either power or fast attack, the attention, which is I believe is going to be awareness, by 15%. And then over here has you know, increase received. Over here again is going to buff up the power attack or quick attack of the next play. And then in this one again a receive, and also again buff up the power attack. So it's going to benefit your team more, the UR Komori, like based on his skills. That's why, I mean, both of them would be really good. I just like UR Komori more because it's going to benefit your whole team more. So yeah, I was talking about like SP Nishinoya here. Now in case you don't have SP Oikawa, we're gonna get SP Sugawara after Nishinoya probably, and then we also have SP Akaashi. So based on these three characters, either the UR Oikawa, SP Oikawa, or if you don't have any of them, like these two SP setters are also coming, so you might, you know, wait for these two characters for your JP account. And let's talk about them. So SP Sugawara, he's going to, he kind of like does everything. He increases the block, he increases the receive of whoever does the receive, whoever does the block. And then over here he has a, if he does a serve, he's going to increase the main stats of everyone. Over here, this is weird actually, this is a unique one. He will consume whenever he first participates, so either as a pinch server or when you start the game. So this is good. You can also bring him in as a pinch server to get this buff and also this one as well. But let's say you just started with him in your main team, he will consume 50% of his allies' current stamina. So that's going to be 60 stamina in total, right? And for every 6 stamina consumed, his allies' main stats will increase. So that's going to be 10 of this and 10% increased main stats. And then you say, okay, I'm going to lose stamina, but then he's going to restore 15 of the stamina at the end of each rally for 4 times. So that's going to be 60 stamina recovered. So yeah, no problem with the stamina. And then over here, he will consume an additional 15 stamina, does a toss, and then will increase the attack technique of the first power or either quick attack. So that's SP Sugawara. And then SP Akaashi. So he only has one good skill because the rest is mainly for himself. He's going to buff up his own set, his own awareness. This one again, he does a set and then again increase set. The ultimate is going to be a the setter dump that cannot be blocked, and also reduce the cooldown. Now here on his third skill, he will increase his own awareness by 70%, and then if he does a crit, the awareness of the first teammate to spike either power or quick is going to get buffed up, and if you do a power, is going to buff up even more, additional 50 times more. All right, and over here also, whenever you have, for each stack of this effect, the awareness of the teammate who does the power or attack or the quick attack is going to get increased again. So it's going to buff up the awareness of the member who does the spike. So this could be useful for Ushijima, because obviously he gains buffs with the awareness, but my concern is that he already has lots of awareness. He has like a double awareness over here, so we gotta wait and see how much awareness he actually has by himself and see if we actually need this one, like SP Akaashi's skill on SP Ushijima. If not, then I think SP Sugawara would be better because he's going to do lots of other things. And yeah, like those are my thoughts on the characters, the setters. Obviously SP Oikawa is going to be the best one, and then probably maybe after that SP Sugawara, and then maybe SP Akaashi as well. But yeah, those are just like my thoughts for the future. At the moment, this is what we have for SP Ushijima, and let me know what you think about this character, his kit, his skills that we have at the moment. Do you think this is a level up, or it's going to be like meh, nothing special as the SP character compared to the UR one? And what other team comms or synergies or like other characters you think could be best with SP Ushijima to, you know, build a powerful team? He's going to be super good attacking wise, so mainly you want to balance out your team as well, so we might need like other characters too. And yeah, that's all for today. Let me know down in the comment section what are your thoughts. I'm gonna make more videos about SP Ushijima later on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, have fun and stay tuned.